So for the first time ever, Deoxys is legal for VGC.
Hello?
Now last generation, Generation 8, for one of the final formats, we had access to mythical Pokemon. But sadly, Deoxys was exited.
You shout like that, they put you in jail. Right away. No trial, no nothing.
And for me, I think that was pretty lame, because that Pokemon is sick. Design-wise, top tier. And when it came out during Generation 3, there was a lot of mystery behind it. Back then, event Pokemon like Deoxys or Jirachi weren't super accessible to, you know, a 9-year-old kid like myself. And this Pokemon was always going to hold a little special place in my heart, because it was the first, like, real event Pokemon that I needed, right? I mean, like, top tier, badass Pokemon design. And I was never going to get it. There was no shot my parents were ever going to drive me to one of those release events. So I did what everyone else did who didn't have access to it, and I Googled any way around it. Investigated every rumor, every Mew under the truck type nonsense that was posted at GameFAQs. Sadly, none of it ever worked. And it wasn't until like 2020, you know, peak pandemic, that I discovered arbitrary code execution and means in which to access Birth Island without having the event injected into your game. Emerald is so hilariously broken, and it's super cool that you can transfer forward and use a Pokemon from a 20-year-old game. And looking at the remaining members of the team, they all exist just to support the strategies of Koraidon swinging and doing damage, and Deoxys flinging out expanding force. All this to say, Deoxys is insane with the damage output, especially with Terra Psychic. And even though it's kind of a meme, you're not really doing anything with a defensive Terra on that Pokemon, so there's no reason not to go all in on the expanding force. I'm a big hyper offense enjoyer, so I personally had a blast running this team. It really was novel getting to use Deoxys in an official VGC format, and considering the other fast and powerful Psychic type in the format, it was very easy to find a team to slot it onto, as both Calyrex Shadow Rider and Deoxys appreciate a lot of the same teammates.
Yes, sir.
That still leaves out Murkrow. The team's sacrificial Tailwind setter. While running Covert Cloak, you all but guarantee Tailwind being set up, as well as a free switch into a more offensive Pokemon.
What is my purpose?
To set Tailwind and then die.
Oh my god.
And trades like that is kind of exactly what this team vies for. That kind of play-em domino effect is what makes Hyper Offense so fun. So if you have any recommendations on what fun Pokemon I should try next, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the battles here today, drop a subscribe and check out my VGC playlist where I showcase other teams just like this one. Alright, let's hop into the battles. Here we go. Opposing trainer, Sigma, 5647. E-Speed Arceus, nonsense. Indeed, he goes hard here. I hate Urshifu. And Urshifu isn't even particularly good in this team, but every time I see that Pokemon, I want to puke. I kind of like Koraidon. Deoxys on lead. Dedian back with Chi-Yu. It's either Chi-Yu or Flutter. I think Flutter is a better time here. The only thing that has me like a little spooked is the Frigoraph. But you can just kind of power through that Pokemon sometimes. I mean, it's tanky, but it doesn't have like that strong typing to make the tanky stats go a long way. We'll see. Let's see what the homies bring to the table. Alright, Chien-Pao Arceus. They're going full-on E-Speed shenanigans. I think They're probably very scared of Koraidon. I think it's pretty safe just to go Indeedee here. No, actually I don't want to go Indeedee just yet. I think I do have to go Indeedee, to be honest. I'll bring in Indeedee, and then I think I like Terrify or Flame Charge on the Chien-Pao. They can go for their Swords Dance this turn, but I'll be faster no matter what. Yeah. And now they have to bring in the Miraidon if they want to start attacking again. Let's see. Oh, it's my tear. I got a little spooked. I'm like, they're tearing already? I mean, they still could be, but I don't necessarily think they are right now. Yeah, Arceus Protect. What are they doing with the Chien-Pao? Are they getting rid of terrain? They're trying to? Bah. Alright, they got Sash. Big damage. Let's go. I like Flutter Mane in over here. Now the question is, do I think there's something that resists fighting? I simply don't. I simply don't. I think they're Terra Normal. I'm Terra Normal. If they're not Terra Normal, it's kind of lame. Gonna go the E-Speed route, no Terra Normal. Deplorable. But we'll see. I mean, him staying in makes me think. Yeah, let's see. Maybe it is just Terra Normal Extreme Speed. I don't think it's enough to KO the the Koraidon. Maybe the double up with E-Speed plus Sucker Punch? No, he protected. I don't think it KOs, and I think I just KO. You don't have choice, man. Yeah, it does it. Now he's gone. Yeah. The added effect of Collision Course just, like, guarantees that KO. I hate this Pokemon. I'm almost certain it's Aqua Jetting. Wait, if it's Aqua Jet, yeah, if it's Aqua Jet, I don't give a fuck. I'm actually Dazzling Gleam. I'm giving up the speed boost. Yeah, they've Miraidon in back. I'm giving up the speed boost. Give me my terrain back. Because it should be like Aqua Jet or some nonsense like that. Like double priority into my boy. But this locks down Chien-Pao. Like Chien-Pao is doing no damage this turn. And yeah, see this sucker. That fails. Is it Aqua as well? No, no Aqua Jet. No Sash. Oh yeah, the Sash was on Chien-Pao. Oh, my opponent's cooked now. Yeah, the last Pokemon's... What, Miraidon? So I think to like actually lock this one down, I just Dazzling Gleam again on the Flutter Mane. Swap in... Yeah, I just Dazzling Gleam. And then swap in my Koraidon. And like, if he goes first... Oh, he can't see that. Okay, well, there you go. Didn't really get the opportunity to use Deoxys in that one, but didn't really need him. We keep it going, we keep it going. I just want to use Deoxys, just in one game, you know? Flex the boy. I did a lot of work trying to get that Pokemon, trying to get this team together, you know? I want it to pay off. And I refuse to stop till I get to use him, so here we go. Hopefully no more terrain abusers going on. Alex, rank 6476. Alright. Alright. Fairy Arceus. I bet it's Calm Mind. So they have real strong Tailwind options. Pride and Chi off the rip is really dangerous. And I'll bring Deoxys, Indeedee, and back. I'm hoping... Hopefully I can do enough damage to his Arceus with my lead that Deoxys can clean it up with like Expanding Force in the end. But I do have to respect the Chi-Yu, because that's definitely come to the table if I got Expanding Force, excuse me. But really interesting. I know he doesn't have extreme speed because he's running Psychic Terrain. Yeah, I like this. I like this. He has two Pokemon that learn Tailwind. So yeah, so he's got two Pokemon that learn Tailwind. I highly doubt both of them have Tailwind. I bet it's like Scarf or something on the Galarian Zapdos. That's a really weird Pokemon. Doesn't really vibe too much with the current generational gimmick, so let's see. And Deity plus shiny too. I have to Terra Fire, Flare Blitz the Indeedee, but I get to press Snarl for free. It's gotta be like a Calm Mind Arceus. I mean, I don't know what the fairy version of it does otherwise. Hopefully Chi-Yu snarls enough to keep it in check at least in the early game, that it keeps some damage off into it with like Flare Blitz. Indeed, he's definitely cooked. I mean, I think even if he Terra, it's cooked, yeah. And him setting up Terrain for me is huge. Shiny Chi-Yu is so goated. Claw Mind? That's a yeah, that's definitely schmeckles. Alright, he's kind of in a really bad position right now. I suspect he's gonna swap out the... I mean, if it's not Scarf, it just dies. That reveals nothing. It's not Scarf. Am I gonna get to use Deoxys, or is this just gonna be Cried and run down this game? Yeah, now he's stuck at -2 forever, because he can't swap out now. So yeah, he got checked pretty badly by the Chi-Yu. Tailwind? What the fuck? I think my opponent knows what he wanted to do with this Arceus. I think it's time for Indeedee to come out and take 115. Shiny Galarian Zapdos, who's absolutely goated. Psychic Seed. Flare Blitz should KO. Unless it's Sash. I don't know what Sash would have been on this person's team. Yeah, that thing's gone. Just like that, he's gone. It's Deoxys time. Ah! Speaking of goated shinies, I think that's probably the roughest thing for that Pokemon is the fact that its ability does nothing for it. They could have given it, like, I don't know, Serene Grace and it would have been better. I'm gonna Expanding Force. I really doubt that they have any way we've got this Grinder team over. Dazzling Gleam off the Rippy. Yeah. Didn't take me to Sash. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, that's just one shot. Wow. Well, there you go. Deoxys gaming. Let's go. Now, like, most of the time, I'm really not bringing it or doing too much with Deoxys, and that's where, like, I think he kind of, you know, drops the bag a little bit. But the rest of the team does a pretty good job at making up for the times where you're not wanting to bring it, you know? It's like, if your opponent tries to beat the Deoxys, and you know they're going to try to beat the Deoxys, you just don't bring it. You bring the things that dunk on those Pokemon. And it works out pretty well sometimes. Please, game. I just want one where I get to show off the Deoxys, you know? Full Force, Expanding Force. Let's see. Milk. Yikes. Alright, there's potential here. There's potential here. I don't think Rillaboom's coming. Yeah, I don't think Rillaboom's coming. And I don't think I need my Chi-Yu here as much as I'd like to. I really just need to use the Deoxys. That's the only thing I need right now. We throw for content. I don't give a fuck. Karido and Chi-Yu. I kind of just want to see what his play is, because, I mean, he's super incentivized. I just do it. He's gonna tear it. There's no way he doesn't. I mean, that's what I would do. That's what I do almost every single time when I'm in like a similar position with my extreme speed team. I did see a Protect Chi-Yu the other day. Maybe he protects. Come on, bro, please. The suspense. That's mine. I want. Does Choice Scarf affect? The Terra Order. No, I got him. Okay, I got him. I was really scared. But I think I got him. Yeah. I have made the same error many a time. I've been there, I know. Flame charging my Murkrow, I'm guessing, from the Nerf ride on. This dude's cooked, though. Unless it's Sash, but I haven't seen Sash in a minute. Yeah. Effective Terra, my boy. Oh no! Well. Alright, Deoxys. Please lead me to a goddamn win. I want to be able to show him off at least a singular time. No luck, though. I either get teams that dunk on it or people who quit too early. Or lose too quickly. Or I lose too quickly. Oh, and rank 6'5", 44. Only one dark type bodes well for me. They got a wide guard user. That makes me sad. She was really strong off the rippy here. I feel like she cried off the rep with Indeedee and back with Deoxys. My only hope is he doesn't leave Chiyu in back. Chiyu isn't like particularly good into my team though. That's why seeing my opponents bring it all the time got me scratching my head. I mean, it does dunk on the size spam, but that's it. Everything else just doesn't give a shit about it or one-shots it. Which, considering, I guess only 2 Pokemon, okay. But I stand by it. Chiyu isn't good into my team. There he goes. He's locked in. I'm locked in. Let's get this dub. Deoxys is going to bring me home the bacon. Let's see what my opponent's leading. Lunala Amoonguss. I think I'm just gonna, I mean, he could wide guard Spore, but I'm gonna get Indeedee out here real quick. I don't think he's gonna wide guard Spore. I think he's gonna Rage Powder Trick Room. I bet he's got Ursaluna in back. But I can get Indeedee out and start redirecting attacks. He didn't Terra his Amoonguss, so that thing's cooked. But I guess it's a free bring-in on the Ursaluna at that point. Oh, he did Terra. I thought Terra came before. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, that thing. That's okay. So that means he's definitely going for the Trick Room. Well, I mean, I would assume he's going through the Trick Room at that point. Doesn't want to die to Snarl plus something else. I'm actually okay with this kind of event. Oh, that's rough for my opponent. Oh, interesting. Into Chiyu. No Trick Room's crazy. So if he has wide guard, he's going for it on this turn, I think. So I'm gonna bring in my Koraidon. In fact, I'm almost certain he has wide guard. Because the expanding... Maybe I just go for the expanding force. Maybe I'm overthinking it too much, and I already locked it in, so I'm fucked either way, but... I think he's gonna wide guard this turn. I get to bring in my Koraidon, he's gonna Spore into my Deoxys, and then on the next turn I get free Flare Blitz off into... the boy. I'm gonna just... he doesn't have wide guard. It's time. I think this double KOs. I'm just gonna try to wake up. I really don't care. My turn, Yugi. I think this is it. I think this is time for him to shine. This does an obscene amount of damage. It almost one-shots Miraidon. With Helping Hand, it does. Alright, let's see. I think this is both of them cooked. No wide guard's crazy. Yeah. No Trick Room's crazy too. My Koraidon is asleep for nothing. That's okay though. My sash is intact. And I can reset up terrain in a minute. I just get to do it again for free. I'll flame charge here in case it doesn't KO. This definitely KOs the Koraidon unless it's Sash. It might KO their Ursaluna. No! So close. Maybe I wake up? He did wake up. My opponent played that so weird. They had every opportunity to win there, and they just did not. They did not. Well, there goes, you know, that's Deoxys in full form. See, I just suss out if there was the wide guard option, and clearly they didn't have it, because they definitely would have clicked at that other move that I gave up the Spore on, but I digress. We get the dub, and I got to use Deoxys. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you, and I hope you enjoy. I certainly have a blast every time I get to use a weird Pokemon like Deoxys. So drop a subscribe, and definitely check out my VGC playlist, where I have plenty of other showcases just like this one. And I'll catch you with the next one.